Mr. Africa, your personal finance advisor. Multiple sources of income. With the current population of 1.2 billion, Africa still faces a big unemployment problem, and the few people who are lucky enough to have a job have 1, 2, or sometimes 10 dependents or other social responsibilities to take care of. So even the few that have a job or own a small business have a feeling that they're not financially progressing, that their personal finances are still a mess. They're not moving from A to B, and this is mainly due by the fact that they earn the same income over the years, and it is always distributed and vanishes quickly because of their respective social responsibilities. Real life example. Today, Simon makes $100 a month and supports his sister with school fees every 3 months. 2 years later, Simon is now married and has a child with his beautiful wife. Simon still earns $100 a month, and unfortunately his wife does not have a source of income. Simon is now taking care of 4 people, himself included. This is where having multiple sources of income becomes of utmost importance. Simon will need to apply the 50-30-20 money rule. 50% of his salary should take care of his needs, rent, transportation, food, and other essential needs of the month. 30% of his salary should take care of his wants, airtime, family visits, supporting fees for his family, haircut, leisure, etc. 20% of his salary should be invested or saved. Bank savings, group contributions, buying or reselling a few items here and there. If Simon is able to save 20% of his salary every month for a year or 2, he will be able to start a different activity that will generate new income. Simon will now have 2 sources of income and may be making $200 a month now. In order to progress, Simon will need to adjust and start living on 80% of his salary for some time before he can invest his savings and therefore be able to start making some money after a few months or a few years. If Simon repeats this rule, he will be able to create even more sources of income. Let's apply the 50-30-20 rule in our lives today and secure a brighter financial future. Don't miss out on our next lesson. See you. Mr. Africa, your personal finance advisor.